and 60, 70,000 plus cheeseheads. On the final preseason game, the Packers beat Philadelphia here, won at Washington last week at Denver, and wind it up with the Los Angeles Rams tonight. Mason Crosby has the ball teed up, and away we go. On the fly, it is picked up by Brandon Shippen, who will take it out, the first-year player from Temple, with a return of 25. He'll be marked out of bounds at about the 26-yard line. This takes us to quarterback Dan Orlovsky, who is in his 12th year, and he has most of his years, he is 34 years of age, Rich. He has most of his years as a backup in Detroit, with a sprinkling of starts for the Lions.
I think he's good for the young quarterbacks. Kevin, you mentioned a guy that's been around the league, hasn't played a ton of football, but has been in a lot of different organizations, a lot of different systems and play callers, and I think he can be a good calming influence on a young quarterback like Jared Goff.
Orlovsky has the ball at the 26. It is first down and 10. Don't expect to see many starters for either side. He goes right to the air, and it's underneath, and it's caught by the guy that just returned the ball, Brandon Shippen, on first down and 10. It is a tackle by Kentrell Bryce with the gain of 6 along with House. The Spectrum starting lineups are presented by Spectrum. Spectrum, redefining what a cable company can be.
Yeah, good to get a chance to look at some of these younger players. Kevin, getting a lot of extra reps and chance to put some good things on film. With the secondary, Rollins, Gunter, played well so far this preseason.
Undrafted rookie out of SC, Justin Davis is the running back. It is second down. And Davis steamrolls his way ahead for a gain of 3 out past the 35-yard line. The hit by Blake Martinez. Rich, that brings up third down and 1.
Kevin, you mentioned going from 90 to 53 this weekend. Of course, the Packers are going to play 60 players tonight. They've got 15 players that are being held out because of injuries. They've got 20 who are just resting. Players like Aaron Rodgers and Clay Matthews who will not play tonight. So as we talked about before, you know, there's some roster spots still available. There's 10 practice squad positions still available. And what you put out there on film tonight will go a long way to decide who makes this team.
Yeah, the third and 1. Justin Davis looks like he is stoned before the line of scrimmage, losing maybe a half yard. Back inside the 35. Kentrell Bryce makes a big-time hit, drives him back, and here comes the punting unit.
And look at the penetration up inside. Look at the push they get at the line of scrimmage. I mean, just walking those white jerseys right back into the backfield. That just kills short yards and goal line plays when you get penetration inside.
Deep back for Green Bay is Quentin Rollins, and to punt is Johnny Hecker. One of the top punters in pro football, #1 in gross, #1 in net a year ago. Aiming for the side, it's outside the 20, so he will not get inside the 20 as is his norm. To the 22 on a 40-yard punt. So they send Rollins back there to get it. Here comes the Green Bay quarterback, who has played a lot, and especially last week, Brett Hundley, in his 3rd year out of UCLA.
And he has played well, Kevin. You talk about playing a lot. I think it's really been helpful to him to get a lot of work this preseason. He's taken a ton of snaps. Aaron Rodgers has not played very much. In fact, Brett Hundley's played a lot into the second half, and it's kind of hurt guys like Joe Callahan who haven't gotten a lot of reps, but I think they have to be really pleased so far with what they've seen from Brett Hundley.
2 tight ends, 1st and 10. Rookie Jamal Williams tries to cut, and no doing right there with a nice defensive play turned in by Josh Forrest, who's out of Kentucky. A loss of 2. Here are the Spectrum lineups, brought to you by Spectrum, redefining what a cable company can be. Trevor Davis will be the punt returner. We pretty much got that confirmation today. And here is the second line. You're watching the tackles, Spriggs and Murphy. Hendricks in motion, a former Ram. 2nd down and 12. Hundley dropped on the cross by Lance Kendricks. Like I said, a long-time Ram who did not have the benefit of many good quarterbacks either in St. Louis or Los Angeles. And it's incomplete. 3rd and 12.
You review this and you'll say 2 things. He's got to make this catch. There's no question about it. But this thing comes out a little bit hot and it's high. and he has to change his gait. So if you're coaching the quarterback position, like I know Alex Van Pelt does, and Mike McCarthy, they'll talk about 6 inches. Get that ball 6 inches in front of the number. Don't make them have to make a difficult catch.
3rd down and 12. 5 in the secondary for the Rams. Hundley with time. Good blocks, and he's got his receiver. That's the running back, Williams, who is shy of the first. He gets out to the 26, and he picks up 6. And it's 4th down, and the punting unit will take the field with a nice stop by Blake Countess.
This is nice coverage by the Rams. I mean, there's not a lot of places to go with the football. Hundley's got plenty of time. He slides around. He has no choice but to check it down. And good job rallying there by the Rams to make the stop on 3rd down.
Here is Justin Vogel, undrafted rookie who is trying to make this team as the punter and the holder. There's a bit of a breeze at his back. Shakir Ryan is deep back, and it's out of bounds at about the 32. Hang time was good. Coverage was there. Ron Zook is happy with it. And a punt of 41. 11:31 in the first from Lambeau. In this preseason,
Kevin, noticeable improvements to me from a year ago. Internal pass rush. Mike Daniels and Kenny Clark, I think, are going to be just beast up inside. I think they've limited the explosive plays. I think they've been very good in short yardage and goal line situations, especially in 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1 situations.
Quarterback is Orlovsky out of UConn in his 12th season. Justin Davis in the backfield with the staggered split, and there's a great tackle made by Quentin Rollins. He comes shooting through on that 1st and 10. It's a loss of 2, Rich, and back to the 27.
Talk about penetration. Reggie Gilbert gets upfield right away. I mean, he just throws the tight end down. He's in the backfield before the running back can even make the adjustment. Talked about edge players, Kevin. Gilbert's going to get a lot of reps tonight. We know what they have with Clay Matthews and Nick Perry. Let's talk about Ahmad Brooks being signed here in the next day or 2. These young players have to impress.
With the 2nd down and 12, this is Davis, who leads them in rushing in the preseason. He is stopped in the backfield by Jake Ryan, the defensive backfield, after a gain of 5. Jake Ryan with Martinez and Joe Thomas slated in the inside. It's going to be interesting where Martinez fits in there, Rich.
Yeah, I like Blake Martinez, Kev. We talked about the improvement he's made in pass defense. He's a sideline-to-sideline type player.
Ryan trying to find his snaps in there, too, after that last stop. 3rd down and 7. Packers come in with 5 in the secondary. Defensively, it's incomplete with the coverage by Randall. They were going for their receiver, Shakir Ryan, out of Northwestern State. It's 3 and out once again for LA.
Not a very good throw by Dan Orlovsky there. Got to give him a chance. I'm anxious to see, Kevin, what this Rams offense can do this year. They've made wholesale changes. You look at, obviously, the change they made with the head coach. See, Sean McVay is going to call plays this year. He's a good young play caller, and I think he can really help.
Rollins with the return from the 14. The normal punt returner is Davis, who is not going to return punts tonight. It's a 53-yard punt. It's a 14-yard return. There is no.
It's up to you.
Lance, thank you very much. There's a look at Brett Hundley, who's going to play the first half. Rich told you about that. He's had a lot of receivers to throw to this summer, Rich.
Yeah, he really, this is a team, Kevin, that's got great depth at that position. They do a terrific job coaching up the young receivers.
It's 1st and 10 for Hundley, going deep, and he's got Allison. And caught up and out of bounds. Geronimo Allison near the 25. Coverage was there. It's incomplete. The coverage by Cody Davis. 2nd down and 10.
Well, it's a big hit by Cody Davis. It's a great throw by Hundley on the move to his left. He just heaves this up here for Geronimo Allison. Watch this hit by Davis. Cody Davis puts his helmet and shoulder right on that football. Not able to get both feet in bounds.
You're right.
Good alert play by the safety.
Mike Jordan was there as well. 2nd down and 10. This is one of the great things that Brett Hundley can do, and throws it away. Rich, let's take a look at some of these receivers. They kept 7 out of camp a year ago, including Trevor Davis.
I mean, this team is deep enough, Kevin, they can keep 9 or 10. Obviously, that's not going to happen. And so you know Nelson and Cobb and Adams and Allison. Janice is terrific special teams player. Travis Davis is going to be the punt returner. Now it's a question of, do you keep the extra receiver? You know, how's it all work out? I think Max McCaffrey has really opened up the eyes of a lot of people. You've got the draft picks. I think Michael Clark is a young player that's got some potential. So between the roster and between the practice squad, you hope you can keep as many of those players as possible.
3rd down and 10. They've taken out a tight end. That's tipped and incomplete. Looked like it was deflected by Bryce Hager. Linebacker playing in the inside. Hunley has started 1 of 5. Here is 4th down. You see the punting unit going back out there. We have not seen a 1st down in this game yet.
For a team like the Packers that's been so historically very good at starting fast, ugly couple series for the Packers.
Vogel to punt. Ryan is deep back for the Los Angeles Rams. First punt was hanging about 5.
Another good one.
1. And Ryan goes back. Great coverage, and that's what hang time can do. Brought down by Josh Jones. Hang time of 5.09. The first one hung 5.07. That was a 51-yard punt.
Well, we know about Josh Jones, the impact he's going to have in the secondary, but watch him cover a punt. This is a terrific play. And that's where a lot of the young players are going to make the most impact their first season. Guys like Josh Jones have to step up and perform in the kicking game.
And for those of you joining us around the country tonight on NFL Network, it has been a big story here in Green Bay and throughout training camp about the hang time, which has been pretty good for Vogel. They cut 2 punters at the end of camp last year, went to the street and got Jacob Shum. Lasted the year, let go in June. They have a rookie free agent in. Here's a 1st down and 10. As Orlovsky with no gain right there to the running back, Justin Davis. Appears to be closing in on a roster spot with this team. Loses 2 right there. Hit by Jake Ryan with his 2nd early tackle of the game.
Just seems like every time Justin Davis gets the ball, Kevin, he's got one of those defensive players in those green shirts 2 or 3 yards in the backfield. They're not moving people up front. There are too many missed tackles, missed blocks by that offensive line.
Packers with 5 in their secondary. 2nd down 11. Orlovsky is the quarterback. Normal starter is Jared Goff. Will not play tonight. Here comes the rush by Gilbert. And it's off to the running back, Davis. Blockers ahead, and down the sideline he goes. Shoved out of bounds down the near side by Josh Hawkins and Marwin Evans. It is a catch and run of 19 yards.
That's a good looking screen. You just watch him get out in front. You look at the patience from the back. He's going to draw the rush, and then he sneaks out. And the linebacker gets hooked. And Justin Davis has great acceleration and patience to get up on the 2nd level.
Davis is competing with Aaron Green out of TCU, who was on the Rams practice squad a year ago. And of course, they're going to back up a terrific Todd Gurley and Malcolm Brown. It is a 1st and 10 with the game's first down. Orlovsky, look out, and they come off the side, off the edge with a nice big hit right there. Was the flying Ladarius Gunter, who is a veteran and a starter last year, comes through with a nice hit and sack.
Well, you know what's coming. The back for some reason, he steps up inside. He turns Gunter loose. But if you're playing this Packer defense on the early downs, you have to anticipate pressure. You've seen a lot of it from Dom Capers through the first 3 preseason games. 1st and 2nd down run pressures.
After the loss of 6, 2nd down and 16. Orlovsky. Check down, incomplete, looking for Davis. Coverage on the play by Blake Martinez along with Hawkins.
I think Orlovsky wanted Davis to sit down. Instead, he broke it out right where there was another defender.
Ridge, the defense, has caused 6 turnovers in the 3 previous preseason games. And the opponents have fumbled 9 times, but the Packers have been able to recover just 3 of those.
Well, I think it starts with the penetration up front. Done a better job with guys like Fackrell. Elliott, when he's been healthy, Kevin off the edge. And the secondary, particularly the safety position, to me, has been a position of strength throughout training camp.
Orlovsky looks into 6 defensive backs. It's picked off. We're just talking about the turnovers. It was picked off on the deflection by Gunter. And the Packers will take over in Rams territory.
This is why Orlovsky has never been a starter, Kevin. The accuracy, not very good. He's going to miss this throw behind his intended receiver. He holds it a little bit long. You wait, you're late in this business. That's a difficult play for McRoberts to make. It's behind him as he's running the slant route. You got to get that on the front shoulder.
Yeah, you've got to, and he did not, and so it goes to Green Bay. So just updating those numbers, they've now caused 7 turnovers in a little over 3 preseason games. So on that drive, Gunter was sensational with a sack and a pick. Not that he's on the bubble, but certainly nothing solidified yet for him on this roster. Those 2 plays on that single defensive set, very impressive.
A lot of times you get a sudden change like this, you'll take a shot right away.
Brett Hundley with the 1st and 10. Running back was Mays. They go outside. Geronimo Allison. Tackled on the play by Dominique Hetfield, who makes the stop. And they'll spot at the 31, gain of 8.
Nice little route by Allison. Look at him put his foot in the ground and come right back. Didn't catch it cleanly initially. Allison's got those long arms. He's 6'3", and it's a nice job transitioning in and out of breaks. Very quick at the top of the route.
Finished the season strong a year ago. Undrafted out of Illinois, 2nd-year player. 2nd down 2. This is Davis. Got a nice block from Allison. Has the 1st down and more. Takes it to the Ram 21-yard line. Gang tackled right there. Found his blocking. Picks up 10 on the fly. And the Packers set up with this interception at the 20-yard line.
Well, you're going to see the block that comes back over the top. Davis is able to get right underneath. Look at the block he gets from Allison. The little, it's almost like a rub, and then he just is able to turn it right back upfield.
Like the Packers always talk about coaching their quarterbacks, they also coach their wide receivers well, don't they?
And Kevin, I think this is the best blocking group of receivers in football. I mean, they're very unselfish group. They block in the running game, and they show up in the passing game as well.
Mays a block. And going for Allison. Touchdown. Flag thrown. Worked inside. It may be on Green Bay. It was. Wipe it away.
10-yard penalty remains 1st down.
That's by the right guard, Adam Pankey, who's been a tackle all of camp and began playing guard this week in training camp because of some injuries. Pankey called for the hold. That was
nice
a heck of a
adjustment
catch
by Allison over Jordan. And that's what he gives you. He's got that ability to go up and high point the ball and make those spectacular catches. Great leaping ability, Geronimo Allison.
The Packers work well, don't they, on those jump balls in camp? They also work on those back shoulder throws. Exactly.
And the quarterbacks throw them well, Kevin. Receivers do a good job not showing their hand early.
Devontae Mays, the running back, the 7th-round rookie pick out of Utah State, 1st and 20. Good block by Murphy. Screen pass, and it goes to Mays. Following his blocking, Pankey the block, and he takes it down to the Los Angeles 11. Oh, the blocking was there. They were pulling the guy that was just called for that penalty. Pankey was leading the way. A catch and run of 20, close to a 1st down.
Well, I really like Devontae Mays, and we talked to Mike McCarthy. They've got to find ways to get all these rookie running backs some touches. We see it here in the screen game. Jamal Williams, Aaron Jones, Devontae Mays. Mike said to us, we need a rookie running back camp.
Right.
I mean, it's been a, it's tough when you 5, 6 rookie running backs. It's not easy. And Ty Montgomery making the transition last year from wide receiver to running back.
Hundley 1st and 10. They blow that dead. Hundley 3 of 3 on this drive. Boy, we've got to false start by Green Bay.
8 penalties in this part of the field.
False start. Offense number 68. 5-yard penalty remains 1st down.
Here's a look at Adrian Hill, who's a young official. Kyle Murphy, the right tackle, picks it up. Balaga injured. Murphy started last week, and he's been running with the ones in practice this week as the starting right tackle.
I thought he did some good things last week, Kevin, against Denver. He had some problems early with Von Miller, but who doesn't? But I think he's been the more consistent pass blocker when you look at he and Jason Spriggs.
It is 1st and 15 for Green Bay. Mays remains in the backfield. Here comes the blitz. All kinds of pressure brought down by Ethan Westbrooks. He is a veteran. He's played 4 years, and he comes shooting through that second-string offensive line of Green Bay. They'll push the ball back to the 29, and Richard lost a 13 on the sack.
That's good effort there by Westbrooks. He's just working right up inside. He just goes. That wasn't even close. He just goes right by him, eats you.
You concerned about the backup offensive line of the Packers, Rich?
I am, Kevin. I think there's been a lot of different rotations. I think that the depth at that position is certainly a concern for this coaching staff. 2nd
down and 28. Moving up nicely. Murphy holds and Slaughter across the way, and here comes Mays, who takes it inside the 15. Upended on the play by Marquis Christian out of Midwestern State. Another flag has been thrown. Devontae Mays looks pretty good on this drive, doesn't he?
He really does.
Rookie, yes.
Very good in the passing game. He's got good patience in the screen game.
Probably the most powerful of the rookie running backs, and like Rich just said, they've got 3 of them on this team. Williams may be ahead because of his pass blocking.
Offside defense, number 50, lined up in the neutral zone. That penalty is declined. 3rd down.
Abukham picks it up, the rookie out of Eastern Washington, a 4th-round pick for the Rams.
Haven't run the ball enough through the first 3 preseason games. The Packers, I think, obviously, you're trying to get a lot accomplished. You want to look at receivers. You want to look at the young quarterback. You want to get Brett Hundley going. But tonight, they've got to be able to make sure that these backs get a lot of touches, not just in the running game, but also the passing game. You want to see how they hold up as a personal protector for Brett Hundley and the other quarterbacks.
Packers decline the penalty. 3rd down and 12. They get around Murphy. Then he re-engages. Here comes Hundley. Had a running touchdown last week in Denver, and he gets him again. Touchdown. Brett Hundley. That was a 13-yard touchdown run on the heels of a 6-yarder last week at Mile High.
Well, if Brett Hundley ever becomes a starter, he may learn to slide, but he's got no interest in that. We saw him run for a touchdown last week. He's not going to slide. When he gets inside the 5-yard line, he's got a nose for the end zone. Look at this escapability. And now you see the speed in the open field, and now watch the toughness. Just lowers his head and shoulder. His helmet almost pops off. But Brett Hundley is an outstanding runner.
He had been sacked 9 times in the previous 3 games. Here's the snap by Good, the hold by Vogel, and the extra point by the veteran Mason Crosby. Good-looking drive, a 20-yard catch and run by Mays, all set up by a Legarius Gunter interception. And then Hundley takes it in 13 yards away and 4 of 4 on that drive.
His power and his strength, he could create additional yards with his lower body strength and power. When you think about him in the passing, he had just 2 career catches at Utah State, yet he looks very natural catching the ball out of the backfield.
Here's the kickoff by Crosby. Brandon Shippen is deep back. He'll let that stay in the end zone, a touchback. And they'll go to the 25-yard line. Here is the scoring summary presented by Spectrum. Spectrum redefining what a cable company can be. You can see the numbers right there. Look, Darius Gunter sets it up with the interception. Green Bay began at the LA 40. So here come the Rams, and Rich, they have punted twice. They were picked off the last time. Neither team playing many of the starters, if any at all. There's Gunter, who did start last year, but now Rollins and Randall are back, Hale and Hardy. And Gunter trying to make his way through a very congested and talented and young and athletic secondary. It's a 1st and 10. Travis Wilson, the tight end, on the move. Orlovsky to the side, and the catch by the man who just returned that, Brad, who is back to return it, Shippen, with a gain on the play with the tackle made by Lindsey Pipkins. A gain of 9, and he's out to the 33.
Big night for a lot of these young players in the secondary. Kevin, we talked about the cornerback position in the open. Donatella Brown, Lindsey Pipkins. These guys have to make some plays tonight. Get the attention of Ted Thompson and Mike McCarthy.
Orlovsky, 2nd down and 1. Look how they're crowding the box right there, and they give off to the running back, Justin Davis. Tries to work his way up. He was just under 100 yards with 19 carries coming into tonight. Picks up 2 right there. And Derek Matthews makes the stop for Green Bay.
It's a good looking run there by Justin Davis. He just smacks it up in there, the rookie from USC. Sometimes you got to create your own yards in this business.
Right.
Especially in those tight situations. You got to be able to get north and south and lower that shoulder.
With the first down acquired, first down and 10. And Davis. Oh, he finds a hole right there and slips on through. He's brought down from behind by the rookie out of Washburn, Cody Hyman. And he picks up 12 with a nice burst and another first down for LA. Talking to Mike today, Rich, he was talking about his safeties. He said, boy, we've got more good safeties on this team than I can ever recall. That was a linebacker tackle there, but he loves the guys in the back end.
Well, they make a ton of tackles. Kevin Morgan, Burnett, Clinton Dix. I love Josh Jones, Kentrell Bryce. I mean, they're just... Marwin Evans has played well this preseason.
Yeah, my goodness.
I don't know how you get rid of any of those safeties.
I know it. They'd like to hide them if they can. Mike said that practice squad, Rich, will be almost as important as the roster.
It'll be hard to pick the practice squad if you can sign some of these players back.
First and 10, they try to go up the middle. There's not much there. They had a couple in there, Josh Jones and Taylor. There's no gain on the play. They'll stay at about the 47-yard line as he is gang tackled. There's Jones, and Jones, the second-round pick out of North Carolina State, who continues to impress.
You know, the problem for the Packers, I believe, Kevin, as they try to assemble that practice squad this weekend, is that a lot of those players are probably going to have opportunities to make a 53-man roster somewhere else. I mean, these players are really good. They've been well coached, and there's some tough decisions to make.
Second down and 10, late first quarter. Orlovsky right on the screws. Nice catch on a terrific throw, grabbed by Paul McRoberts out of Southeast Missouri State. He picks up 17, gets a first down. Hit by Evans and Pipkins. He's down to the Green Bay 36.
That's a much better throw there by Orlovsky. It's interesting when you get a guy like Paul McRoberts, put it in front of him, get him into the transition of the run, how much different it looks. Got a chance to watch McRoberts run some routes earlier. The Rams came out for warm-up. I thought he's looked really sharp.
Brett Hundley has had a 13-yard touchdown run for Green Bay off the Gunter interception. 7-0 Green Bay. Less time in Green Bay territory. Look at Jordy Nelson. A lot of the starters for both teams are not suited up, although they did practice before the game in the warm-ups. First and 10 after the 17-yard pass to McRoberts, and here comes Davis again, trying to slice his way over the right side. Flag has been thrown. He picks up about a yard. Hit on the play by Fackrell, who has had somewhat of a disappointing beginning in Green Bay after being a fairly high draft.
Illegal use of the hands, hands to the face, defense number 28, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That's Josh Hawkins. How do you assess Fackrell, who was a third-round pick out of Utah State and hasn't yet made a real impact, Rich, at that outside rush position?
Yeah, Kevin, listen, when they talk about bringing in a player like Ahmad Brooks, a 12-year veteran, the San Francisco 49ers, I think it sends a real message to some of those young players, including guys like Fackrell, that they're not thrilled with the production and consistency on the defensive side. I think he's been better in the kicking game than he has been at that outside linebacker position. They just want more production from some of these young players.
A lot of guys in the secondary for Green Bay on this first and 10. Dan Orlovsky is the quarterback, the 12-year veteran. Sean McVay is the 31-year-old head coach. He is the youngest coach in modern football history. And he's with the Rams, taking the place of Jeff Fisher. Timeout taken. We step aside from Lambeau in Green Bay. 3 years of age up on that outside rush.
Yeah, you look at the fact that he's been very productive, Kevin. He's played in at least 13 games each of the last 6 seasons. 18.5 sacks over the last 3 seasons. Come and give him some depth right off the bat.
Orlovsky first down and 10. The twirling tight end Travis Williams has it, and Wilson has it. He is forced out of bounds. Wilson is. After hitting the play by Donatello Brown, who's out of Valdosta State and a rookie free agent. Gain of 11, first down.
Orlovsky looks a lot better the last couple throws.
He does. Brooks, they say about him, he can do everything we would ask him to do in our scheme. They had changed, out in San Francisco from a 34 to a 43 defense. Here he joins the 34 at Green Bay. First and 10, Orlovsky gives off to the running back, Justin Davis, and tackled in the secondary with the good stop was defensive back and linebacker Derek Matthews on a gain of 5. And Pipkins was there too with a hit. So Rich, on this drive, they got Shippen for 9, a run by Davis of 11. McRoberts caught one for 17, and Wilson, the tight end, caught one for 11 moments ago. Rams a season ago, 4-12. Fired Jeff Fisher, hired Sean McVay. It's the 9th play of the drive. It's 2nd down and 5, and they go inside, caught by Brandon Shippen out of Temple. Twists his way inside the 5. Hit on the play by Matthews. Picks up 12. 1st and goal to go, Los Angeles.
Look at the suddenness of Shippen. He just comes off the ball. He's in the slot there. Just runs a little stick route. Some very good speed and quickness off the line of scrimmage.
First 3 possessions for the Rams. Punt, and interception. They began this drive at their 25. 1st and goal. With 2 tight ends, Orlovsky end zone, reeled in, but must have dropped it. He did. He couldn't hold on. Paul McRoberts, who earlier on this drive caught one for 17, incomplete. Brown covering.
That's worth taking another look at him. He makes this one-handed catch. Watch him reach back with that. Wow.
That's a heck of a grab.
I just don't know if he had both feet in.
Right. This offense last year. Boy, that is a great catch. And that,
I think
just
the ball
slipped.
moves right there at the end.
Boy, not by much though.
Official.
That's the first incompletion by Orlovsky on this drive. He's 4 of 5 in the drive now. 2nd down and goal. Davis in the backfield. Orlovsky and looking again. Brown covering, and again they're going to the wide receiver, Paul McRoberts. Great play by Donatello Brown.
Good alert play by Brown, getting that hand in there at the last second. They try and go right back. The same play doesn't allow McRoberts to get that right hand up there and get 2 hands on the ball.
How do you, Rich, like the development of these young Green Bay defensive backs?
Well, Ken, we talked a lot about the safety position. I think they're in really good shape there. They've got to get some of these young corners to play better and press man-to-man coverage. It's a good shot of it right here. They're going to pressure up inside.
Oh, too much time. They got a false start.
False start, offense. Number 63, 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
Here's a look at McVay, who was the offensive coordinator for Jay Gruden with the Washington Redskins and worked with the development of Kirk Cousins. McVay, the head coach, takes over a team that was 32nd in scoring last season in the NFL.
A lot of these coaches, Kevin, that call plays in the 4th preseason game usually hand it over to the offensive coordinator. Mike McCarthy not calling plays tonight for the Green Bay Packers.
Edgar Bennett is. 3rd and goal. Davis remains 6 in the secondary. Orlovsky is back. And incomplete. He was looking for a tight end, Corey Harkey, who plays some fullback as well. And again, Brown was right there. 3 straight times they've gone at him. It's 4th down. They bring out the field goal unit here in Green Bay.
And remember now, they showed pressure. Now watch him peel out of here. Showed pressure early. You watch the safeties and linebackers drop out, playing that picket fence defense on the goal line. Orlovsky had nowhere to go with the football.
27-yard field goal. The defense does their job. 3 straight incompletions inside the 10. 27-yard try by Zerline. Had a comeback here last year, and 3 on the board for the Los Angeles Rams. Good-looking drive. A lot of big completions. Orlovsky on the screws on that drive. And a new score from Green Bay. Urban Spectrum redefining what a cable company can be. The Green Bay defense, perfection on 3rd down, stopping 4 of 4. As Mike McCarthy told us with the cut down coming in a couple days, Rich, right now he personally is at about 57 guys, right, with his in his mind.
Yeah, and there's some tough decisions, and He said he's going to go back after the game tonight and watch the game, come in early tomorrow morning, sit down with Ted Thompson, the rest of the coaching staff, and try and figure out that 53-man roster.
Jeff Janis is drilled by Nick Grigsby, who's out of pit, made the stop. Janis was in there, returning it, 17-yard return. Last drive for the Rams, for the Packers.
Brett Hundley looks sharp, Kevin. Throws this little quick pop to Davis. Saw the screen pass to Devontae Mays. With patience, he draws the rush, keeps his eyes down the field, and then a big run on 3rd and 12, a 13-yard scamper from Brett Hundley. If you're the Rams, you've got to contain these Packer quarterbacks. They're all capable and all excellent runners, including Aaron Rodgers, who we won't see tonight. Mike McCarthy likes quarterbacks with some mobility.
Aaron Jones, the rookie, is running back, and he busts over the middle. Look at him crash into the secondary, hit initially by Countess and hit by Cody Davis on a gain of 9, a burst of 9.
Well, we know what Aaron Jones can do, over 4,100 rushing yards at UTEP. Nice cut right there. Not an easy tackle in the open field.
They gave him 10. 3 rookie running backs. There's a very good chance they could keep all 3. In the clubhouse, of course, the veteran Ty Montgomery not playing tonight, the converted wide receiver. Timeout taken by the Los Angeles Rams. You know, Rich, when we take a look at the roster from tip to tail for Green Bay, it has been a relatively injury-free training camp, which in comparison to the last couple of years is a very positive note.
It certainly helps with the evaluation process, Kevin. Though you mentioned the roster, over 30 rookies on that 90-man roster, so that's a challenge for a coach like Mike McCarthy and his staff. Got a lot of young players. You're trying to learn about these guys. You're trying to get them reps. They've called these games with the idea of really trying to give players opportunities and some touches on offense and situational football.
After the 10-yard gain, Jones picks that up, and now he gets it on 1st and 10, and he has no place to go here. He's brought down. Late flag is thrown on the play. Flag was thrown at about the 33-yard line. Yeah, these rookie running backs and still learning to pass block, Rich, that becomes a priority with Aaron Rodgers.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 41. That 15-yard penalty will be added to the result of the play. Automatic first down.
Marquis Christian. Hey, fans, you can join the NFL family in helping those affected by Hurricane Harvey. Text keyword Harvey to 90999 to donate $10 to American Red Cross Hurricane Harvey Relief. Your donation enables the Red Cross to respond to and help people recover from this disaster. Please donate today and help those in need. You can also visit redcross.org/NFL today. 1st and 10. Not much running room right there for Aaron Jones with the second string group starting. And a hit on the play by Josh Forrest out of Kentucky, who blew an E last year and is out there playing in the linebacking core, and a gain of 1. You see some of those young running backs.
I think I've been so moved, Kevin, by what J.J. Watt did at the Houston Texans. That's incredible, the amount of money that he is raising. They're working around the clock along the Gulf Coast to help the thousands and thousands of people whose lives have been really devastated by this tropical storm Harvey. And really tip my hat to J.J. Watt. I think they're over $12 million as we speak.
2nd down, 12. Spriggs marched back, and it's incomplete as they go outside for the tight end Emmanuel Byrd. Incomplete. Mike Jordan was over there covering. It's 3rd down and 9.
You know, we've seen so much of Martellus Bennett and Lance Kendricks in the preseason. Rodgers has been nursing a finger injury. He's played a little bit, but Emmanuel Byrd getting an opportunity tonight. Kevin, Aaron Peck, 2 of the young tight ends the Packers want to take an extended look at tonight against the Rams.
Brett Hundley is 3rd and 9. There's some movement. Looks like Spriggs with the false start.
False start. Offense number 78. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
Rich, Spriggs was a 2nd-round pick. They traded up to get him last year, and he has struggled in this preseason.
Yeah, I would say his body of work in the preseason, Kevin, hasn't been all that impressive. I think he's struggled. We talked about the the sacks he gave up against the Redskins. Had some issues last week against the Broncos. He's been a much better run blocker than pass blocker. And you're on that left side, you play in this offense, you better be able to protect the passer.
3rd down, 14. Spriggs holds it right here. It's almost picked off by the flying defensive back, Mike Jordan. It is incomplete. It is 4th down and 14, and the punting unit will take the field for Green Bay.
Well, Jordan almost had that one.
He sure did.
If Jeff Janis slipped or what, but Michael Jordan had a chance to intercept that.
I know that Ted wants to get this offensive running game going. He hasn't run the ball in preseason. How he's wanted, maybe, and Rich, how he is needed to run with these young kids. It's been tough. Here's the punt. Vogel, great hang time again. And placed at the 22, grabbed on the play by the LA Rams receiver, Ryan. A flag has been thrown, a 40-yard punt with, again, 5-second plus hang time.
There's always a balancing act. Kevin, you talk about what they want to try and get accomplished in the preseason. You want to run the football. You want to evaluate a lot of these young backs, but you've got these quarterbacks and receivers you want to look at as well. So that's, and then, of course, the situation in the game dictates what you do at times.
Packers punting so far through 4 possessions for the 3rd time in 4.
Holding during the kick against the return team, number 59. That 10-yard penalty will be added to the result of the play. 1st down, timeout.
10:34, first half, Lambeau in Green Bay. The Packers, the Rams on the Packers television network.
Less than 4 yards. You look at him, he's not a puny punter. He's a 6'4", 219-pound athlete. And I tell you, you watch him in pregame warm-up, he's got a very strong leg, looks very comfortable banging the ball inside the 20. Just needs a little bit more consistency out in the field.
He could have gone to Tennessee, Miami, Philly, or Kansas City. He chose Green Bay. 1st and 10, Orlovsky. Hands off to running back Aaron Green, who was on the Rams practice squad a season ago. It's a gain of a yard. Hit by Hyman. Let's go to the sideline and Lance Allen.
All right, thank you very much. Kevin and Rich were joined by tight end Martellus Bennett. And Martellus, he's getting into it down here. He's leading the wave. He's doing everything down here. Free spirit. 2 tight ends set. This has got some great possibilities this year, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's always good when you have 12 personnel on the field because you could run it if they bring nickel in. If they want to stay in base, you got tight ends that can spread out the field a little bit. So it gives the play callers a lot of flexibility on how to attack a defense.
Now, you're a big guy, but I love the athleticism where you jump up over the defender in Washington. That's a little surprising to the rest of us, but you're an athletic guy, aren't you?
I don't think it should be surprising. I'm nice with it. I got great feet. I do Pilates 3 or 4 times a week, so I'm very flexible, and I move like a small guy, even though I'm a big guy. I'm gigantic, but at the same time, I'm smooth. Yeah.
That's a good way to describe it. The other thing is, you have a heart for kids, writing children's books. What goes into that passion for you?
It's just what I want to do for the rest of my life. Creativity, I feel like imagination is the key to the world's problems, and to have kids grow up with great imaginations gives us a better possibility for our future because the kids are the landscapers of our tomorrow. So the more stuff that we can have, the more creative they are, the better things they can create for us, the better tomorrows that we would have. So I try to work very closely with kids and, with schools and give them tools to learn how to create at a high level.
This is one of the most interesting guys of the Green Bay Packers. Martellus, thanks for the time.
Thank you, too. Hey, Mom. Hey, Brad. Hey, everybody. Go, Pack, go. I love y'all. See y'all later. God loves you. God bless America. Hey, Houston, we're praying for you. We got something special coming for you guys in my hometown, so I love you all. Peace, love, and happiness, and tranquility. How you spell that?
Tranquility, T-R-N. I think I'm out of a job, Kevin and Rich. Back up to you guys.
Bennett, who played his college football at Texas A&M. Here's a run on 1st and 10. It goes to Green. Previous play, Shippen caught and ran it for 21. Gain of 3 right there. Flag on the field.
Offense, number 61. 10-yard penalty remains 1st down.
Rich, following up on Martellus Bennett, who played for the Super Bowl champion New England Patriots a season ago. They take him as a replacement for Jared Cook, who left as a free agent to the Oakland Raiders.
I think Martellus Bennett, Kevin, is going to be a great addition to this roster. I mean, we talk about the size, 6'6", 275 pounds, the experience. He played on the championship team last year for the New England Patriots. I think his ability to attack vertically down those seams. You know, you also talk about Lance Kendricks, their ability to put both tight ends on the field, to be able to move them around, to play inside, to play outside. Bennett can line up outside the numbers. It's really going to be fun to watch.
First down and 20, Orlovsky on the sideline, and a flag thrown. It looked like Hawkins was over there and getting a little physical with Paul McRoberts, who's had a couple big plays.
Pass interference defense, number 48. Ball will be advanced to the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
Well, they got some good tight ends now in Green Bay. The biggest free agent signing for the Packers was Martellus Bennett, coupled with Kendricks, and you've also got Rodgers. That's a good threesome.
And the one thing that the Packers haven't had in a while, Kevin, is a tight end like Martellus Bennett that can show up and block in the running game. I mean, he is a mover and a shaker on the end of the line of scrimmage. I mean, he can really help this running game. And he's a willing participant.
And he's an outsized personality, and that is uncommon in Green Bay. You don't see a lot of players with that kind of personality in the past.
And he's already made his presence felt in the locker room. I just think he and Aaron have hit it off from day one. I think he's going to be great with the young players. He brings a ton of energy and passion to the profession.
18-yard penalty, 1st and 10, Los Angeles. Orlovsky. Aaron Green. He's from San Antonio. He played at TCU. And there's virtually no gain on the play. Evans was there. Gilbert was on the tackle. Reading it well. And also Price. And Brian Price has caught the eye of these coaches on that defensive line.
He was one of the players that Mike McCarthy was anxious to see tonight, Kevin. He's got the size you love. He's at just under 320 pounds from Texas San Antonio. Didn't come out of a big school with those arms.
Like yours.
He's got some pipes.
Like yours. LaTroy Guyan was with this team. They let him go early in camp. Price has been taking a lot of his snaps. 2nd down and 10. Orlovsky hits a block for his running back, and they were still chasing him with nice defensive pursuit. And that was Gilbert, who came from behind. He's had a sack in each of the last 2 games. He was in the practice squad a year ago in his 2nd camp with Green Bay.
Just watch him. He's just going to blow up the running back. I mean, the back's got no chance.
You know, Gilbert was out of position last week on that touchdown run of about 16 yards by the Broncos. He also had a sack in the game and has a nice hit right there pressuring the quarterback, Rich.
Sam Rodgers tried to block him. It just didn't work out.
3rd down and 10.
Gilbert's 265 pounds.
Orlovsky underneath. And he hits Brandon Shippen. Draws a crowd. 45, gain of 5, shy of the 1st. Here comes the punting unit for the Rams, who will punt for the 3rd time in 5 first-half possessions with Orlovsky at the helm.
Well, the Packers have been very good on 3rd down. A nice job getting off the field. The pressure and the coverage have been tied together nicely.
Punt by Hecker. Max McCaffrey is back. The son of the 2-time Super Bowl wide receiver for the Denver Broncos, Ed McCaffrey, and the brother of Christian. Hecker will let it fly. McCaffrey. Nice move, and he's drilled on the play by a defensive back, Moreeeee Christian. It's a 47-yard punt. It's a 3-yard return, and we take a break here at Lambeau. With a 13-yard touchdown run earlier. He's a restricted free agent next year, Rich. They're putting a lot of him on tape for this summer so other teams can watch.
Yeah, I think, you know, if you're a team out there that's in need of help at the quarterback position, Brett Hundley is definitely on your radar screen.
Nice maneuvering to get free. Ripkowski, who's got this team made. He'll be the 2nd running back, the 1st fullback with a little catch outside. Forced out of bounds on the play by John Johnson. It is a gain of 5, and you think he can start for a lot of teams right now in the NFL.
Well, I could name a couple right off the top of my head, Kevin. Jacksonville, the Jets are in need of help at that quarterback position. They're going to go with Josh McCown, who's been bounced around the league. He's an older player. I just think you know what you're getting, I think, with Brett Hundley. Although he hasn't played in a lot of regular season games, you know you're getting a young quarterback that's been trained and brought up the right way in the system.
Jamal Williams, the running back. He gets the fake. Ripkowski again. Took the play to John Kuhn. He's chased. He picks up 4 right there. Hit by Josh Forrest, who had that MCL in week 11 of last season. John Johnson there, too. He was a highly drafted rookie, Johnson, for LA.
There's a lot to like about Brett Hundley. We talk a lot about his mobility. He's very accurate throwing the ball on the move. I think he's become a much better pocket passer. I think the game, Kevin, has slowed down for him. You'll just watch him in the pocket this preseason. He seems to be playing faster from under center.
Third down and a couple.
A better overall command of the offense.
Make it 3rd and 1, Williams. Of the pile drive his way in, he'll not get it. He will be shot. That maybe he lost a yard. It'll be a quick 3 and out for Green Bay, losing a yard on the play. Michiak could not move the pile. Hundley, who will play the first half, is out. And going through the Green Bay quarterback school, or the Green Bay, you know, I mean, it's like going to an Ivy League school. I mean, you learn a lot of quarterbacking with this team. You do, although it's not like it used to be, Ken, where we had 7 or 8 weeks of it. It's a lesser program, but still very efficient in terms of what they do with their quarterbacks. They do a great job training. They start at the very beginning, literally taking a snap from center, the footwork, getting away from center, the grip, the throw, the protections. Vogel with the punt, 4-8-1 on the hang, 44-yard punt. You take a look at the backups for the 2 quarterbacks, that one in the Hall of Fame, one will be in the Hall of Fame. All those quarterbacks behind Brett Favre all went on to be starters somewhere else. You look at Matt Flynn, got a huge payday through Seattle, then with the Oakland Raiders. You look at Scott Tolzien. He's got a good chance, Kevin, to probably start in the season for the Indianapolis Colts because of the injury to Luck. And Brett Hundley, I'm convinced at some point down the road will get his own football team. He is a good young player. Orlovsky with the first down and 10. And this is Aaron Green. Green and Davis are fighting for what might be that backup position in back of Gurley. Gain of 3 right there. Watch this cut by Green. Boom. Quick. Rich Mike McCarthy told us today in our morning meeting, he said, I definitely feel we are ascending heading into the season. You sense that as well, don't you? Yeah, I think they feel really good with where they're at. You know, you talked about a lot of the veteran players not playing tonight, Kevin. They got a lot of individual work this week. They took Monday to start previewing Seattle, or their season opener. Dropped McRoberts. Another throw behind the intended receiver. McRoberts has got to be frustrated with the quarterback. Just throw it. Just give me a chance to make a catch. McRoberts could have a half dozen catches already if Orlovsky would just throw it in front of him and not behind him. Hawkins with the coverage on the play. Packers have over 30 rookies, which is a very high number for this team. It really is, and it makes it tough with the evaluations, Kevin, because you got so many young players out there playing at the same time. 3rd and 7. Chiefs lead on a 13-yard touchdown run by Hundley. Gilbert blocked. Orlovsky. Deflected at the last second. Beautiful play by Josh Hawkins. Hawkins had a big game, you may recall, against the Redskins, and comes up with a nice deflection right there. It's incomplete. It's 4th down. Good coverage, and then watch the big hit by Marlon Evans. A backbreaker. That was an aggressive throw there by Orlovsky, trying to fit it in between the corner and the safety. Good coverage by Hawkins and Evans. See Aaron Rodgers, he liked it. LA's third and out, 3 and out on 6 drives. Hecker. McCaffrey is back from the 12 on the bubble and trying to make an imprint with his returning in addition to his receiving. Flag has been thrown as they get it out near the 21-yard line, and the tackle made by Christian on the special teams for the Los Angeles Rams, who are 2-1 in preseason. Green Bay 2-1 in the preseason. 50-yard punt, 8-yard return for McCaffrey, who
during the kick, holding receiving team number 51. That penalty will be enforced half the distance to the goal from the end of the kick. First down.
Fackrell. Hey fans, be sure to tune into the Packers radio network during the regular season for the Menards Big Play Contest. You could win a $500 Menards gift card if the Packers score a touchdown from 25 yards or more on a single play in the second quarter. For details, visit any Wisconsin Menards store. That pushes them back to the 6.
Look at those young quarterbacks listening to the play entry into their headset.
We're going to see time in that second half, aren't they, Rich?
Yeah, each will get a quarter.
Running back is Devontae Mays. Has had an impressive game. Green Bay's got 3 timeouts. First down and 10. Outside Jeff Janis. Oh, nice break of the tackle and staggers ahead and is close to a first down, about 9. As he staggers free so fast. Tackle made by Hatfield in the secondary for the Rams. Second down and 1.
Anytime these quarterbacks see off coverage, even if they have a run called, they have the ability to just flick it out there to these receivers and let them go to work one-on-one.
Wade Phillips is the defensive coordinator for the Rams in his 40th season. He comes now with the charge at the quarterback, Hundley. On the move. Oh, he's got him. Flag thrown, bobbled, and dropped Allison. Geronimo Allison. Dominic Hatfield, one of a couple back there for the Rams.
Nice recovery by Hatfield.
Yeah.
He gets beat. He's able to recover and get that hand up in there and knock the ball away from Allison.
Allison will be suspended the very first game for violating the NFL drug abuse policy.
Have you
substance abuse policy?
You mentioned Wade
There were
Phillips.
fouls by both teams on the play. Holding offense, number 77. Holding defense, number 36. Those penalties offset. Remains second down.
Pankey.
Kevin, you mentioned
Set.
Sean McVay hiring Wade Phillips. You know, I'm always amazed at these first-time coaches. They hire first-time coordinators. It was a great hire by Sean McVay to bring in a coach like Wade Phillips, who's got a ton of experience as a coordinator. He's been a head coach in this league. He's been around the business. Instant credibility with these players.
40th NFL season. Second one. Hundley will go down. Sacked for an 11th time in the preseason. Hit there. Brought down by Casanova McKenzie out of Auburn. Casanova. That's what they called Rich Gannon at Delaware.
What a great name.
Yeah.
I'm jealous. If I could change my name, I would do it right now.
You know, wasn't there another Casanova, that Blake kid who used to play at Pittsburgh, and now he's with somebody else now. It just escapes me. I think he changed his first name though, from Casanova. Now you were Casanova. Gannon.
Stop.
3rd and 7. You're such an easy target.
Two deep man coverage.
Up the middle they come. Only incomplete to Mays.
Not a very good throw there by Brett Hundley. One he'd love to have back. He knows it.
Ibukum was on him. 4th round pick out of Eastern Washington for the Los Angeles Rams.
You know, I was talking to a former teammate, Trace Armstrong, tonight on the sidelines. Kevin, he's here to watch the game. And we were talking about Aaron Rodgers. And I said, you know, it's not often you get down in the field and you watch quarterbacks warm up. And as a former quarterback, I mean, this Aaron Rodgers is incredible when you just watch him warm up. Look at that play.
Woof. High, fair caught, and grabbed on the play by Shareek Ryan. Hang time of 5.28. That means that 3 of his 5 punts have been 5 seconds or more. 43 yards. He is having one of those solidifying moments. Hey fans, you can join the NFL family in helping those affected by Hurricane Harvey. We ask you to text keyword Harvey to 90999 to donate $10 to American Red Cross Hurricane Harvey Relief. Your donation enables the Red Cross to respond to and help people recover from this natural disaster. Please donate today and help those in need. And if you can also assist, go to redcross.org/NFL today. Rams have 1 timeout. 1st and 10. They go outside with a quick toss. Shippen is ushered out by Lindsey Pipkins out of Oklahoma State. The gain to about the 49, about 2 yards on the play. 2nd down and 9. And again, the single timeout remaining for the Rams. Well, the Packers and the Rams tonight putting a lot of video out there for other teams to see. A lot of scouts here tonight, too, watching Packer players. It's a handoff. Getting away niftily was Aaron Green once, and he can't get away twice as Pipkins comes through and makes the tackle, which takes us to the 2-minute warning and a loss of 4. Fackrell was in there as well. Which we know that 3 o'clock Saturday Central Time, teams have to reduce their rosters to 53. The Packers will have to cut 37, and then the next day fill a 10-man practice squad.
Yeah, good look at Ted Thompson, Mark Murphy there. They've tough decisions as an organization. Mike McCarthy said that he'll be at it tonight looking at this film.
3rd and 13, Orlovsky chased by Ringo and throws, and it's picked off on the play by Brown. Donatella Brown takes it to the 41. Ringo pressured him. Orlovsky throws it away. It's the 2nd Green Bay interception tonight.
Well, you watch Orlovsky, he moves to his left. He never looks out in front of this throw. He's looking behind. He never feels Brown, who just jumps in front of this throw. And look at Orlovsky. He's never looking to the boundary. He doesn't feel Brown. Just a great play by the young corner.
2 Green Bay picks, both on 3rd down. Gunter early on. Brown right there. Ringo with great pressure. That was one of the players that Mike wanted to see tonight. Ringo has played well. Now a great opportunity for Hundley. 1st and 10. Blitz up the middle. Dumps it off and dropped by Jones. That may have been a flag was thrown too.
Personal foul, roughing the passer.
Whoops.
Defense, number 62, contact with the head of the quarterback. 15-yard penalty, automatic, 1st down.
Trinket Passat picks it up.
Well, Brett Hundley's holding the ball here because he's trying to draw the rush. They want to throw that screen pass.
Talked about those picks. Remember, the Packers only had 6 total interceptions by their defensive backs a season ago. 6. They've had 2 tonight, and they have forced a lot of turnovers in this preseason. 8 altogether. It's 1st and 10. Hundley. Geronimo Allison pushed down on the play by Dominique Hatfield with the catch of the Green Bay wide receiver. It's a gain of about 10. Put him at the 16. In fact, 9-yard gain right there.
Great patience by Geronimo Allison on the slant route. He doesn't rush it. He takes a couple extra steps upfield to be able to create that cushion between himself and the defender.
Aaron Jones remains a running back. 2nd down and 1. Jones here. Oh, big hole. Fought off one defender and brought down on the play by Nick Grigsby. And he takes it down to the 11, picks up 6.
Oh, good looking hole there and good looking run by Aaron Jones.
Did Murphy have a nice block at that right tackle? I just saw the tail end of it.
He gets the kick out. Opens up a nice little crease for the rookie running back.
Timeout taken. Green Bay had 2. Now they're down to 1. So, Rich, these tackles, they've come under a lot of scrutiny. They'll keep 7, 8 offensive linemen, but the tackles are important for Bakhtiari to back him up on the left side and Balaga on the right side.
And you worry about Balaga, Kevin, who had the injury a 2 games ago, and so obviously he didn't play last week. In his place, we got a chance to see Kyle Murphy play a lot of snaps. Bakhtiari hasn't played a ton, really just when Aaron Rodgers has been there mostly. So Jason Spriggs has had a chance to play a lot. You look at that depth. And again, a lot of these decisions come down to players who can play multiple positions along that offensive line. A guy that can play the center and guard position, or guard and tackle, or both tackle positions.
2 timeouts for Green Bay. 1st and 10. Hundley gets the block from Spriggs to the end zone, incomplete. Here's going for the tight end, Aaron Peck out of Fresno State, who battled a neck injury early in camp, and incompletion there.
That was an aggressive throw by Brett Hundley. He tried to force that one in there. There are a bunch of Ram defenders around the tight end.
Let's talk about the complexities of a young quarterback this close to the goal line and the limited options now he has.
Yeah, the Rams don't have as much field to cover. I mean, things happen quicker in this part of the field. We talk about the importance of anticipation, getting that ball out on time and in rhythm.
Fake to Jones, outside for Janis. Incomplete coverage on the play by Oklahoma State first-year player Kevin Peterson.
Spent so much time with the play fake that he's late getting this one out there. Regardless, Peterson was right there. That play had no chance.
And the 2 timeouts for Green Bay. Clock is running. Hundley, who scored a touchdown tonight with his legs from 13 yards away.
See him reminding the young back. Isn't it great to see? You got a quarterback that's been around the system a little bit. He's going to help out the young back.
3rd and 10. Hundley, end zone, caught. Allison, spun like a top. Down at the 1. Oh, he took a wicked hit from Isaiah Johnson in the secondary for the Rams. Clock continuing to tick as you see the 2 timeouts are there. Rams player is down. Timeout on the field.
That's Johnson who's down, Kevin. That was a nasty lick. Just watch this collision inside. Watch Isaiah Johnson. He begins to get up and he's just wobbly. Watch this collision. He leads with the head, and that is a problem.
And Rich, there's someone down in the back of the end zone.
That's Johnson.
In the back of the end zone?
That's him in the back of the end zone. He got up. He started. He was wobbly.
Oh, that was it. Okay, that's how he got back there. Okay.
Yeah, his teammates helped him. He seems like he's okay now, but he was wobbly. And we won't see him again tonight.
He's the one who's down.
You talk about those unaffiliated neurotrauma consultants, Kevin. They're in the stadiums. They're working both sidelines. They're able to call down to the trainers and to the. See him going to the locker room to be examined further. So is Geronimo Allison.
Yes.
Usually when they go to the locker room, they don't come back.
Right. And for Allison, who probably is going to make this team, there's no reason to put him back in. He's shown what he's going to show. And
that was a vicious hit down there on the goal line.
They get 10 yards on 3rd and 10. And he held on to it, Rich, in a thicket of Ram defenders.
It was a great catch.
Yes, it was.
Great concentration. He knew he was going to take a lick. That one will probably result in a fine for Isaiah Johnson.
Mike McCarthy said they worked this week in practice on Seattle on Monday. Studied the Rams on Tuesday and Wednesday. You know, this is almost better, Rich, as a final preseason game. No starters, but man, we're looking at players that are literally scratching and clawing their way to get on these rosters.
This team, as Mike talked about, he goes back to the year they won the Super Bowl in 2010. It took 77 players that year to win that Super Bowl. Just practice squad guys, players they had to sign.
Only for Janis, incomplete coverage by Dominic Hatfield.
As I was saying, Kevin, 77 players back in 2010, the year they won that Super Bowl. So it tells you it's not just the 53. It's not just the practice squad players. You're having to constantly evaluate the latter part of your roster. You have to sign players when other players get hurt.
Here they come again. Running back will be Aaron Jones. 2nd down and goal. Green Bay 2 timeouts. They bring it, and it was caught by Jones. Touchdown, Aaron Jones. Some kind of catch. To the stands, the leap in the welcoming party. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And both of Green Bay's interceptions tonight have led to Packer touchdowns.
This is really good to see. Aaron Jones has the free release. This is not an easy catch. It's out in front of him. He has to go down for it. Has the wherewithal to just keep rolling into the end zone for the touchdown. Good alert play by the young running back.
Working on his pass blocking. He's been a good receiver in this camp. He was a good receiver, as you mentioned, in college football, too, at Texas El Paso. 5th round pick. High snap, good hold. Kick is away and through, and Green Bay's lead will climb to 14-3. A touchdown run by Hundley. A 1-yard touchdown run by Brett Hundley to the rookie running back, Jones.
Now he has to go cover a kick.
Right.
You know, he had 1,773 rushing yards last year at UTEP. He had scored 17 touchdowns. Aaron Jones. As we talked about a lot with Aaron Jones, Kevin, in the preseason, he has a knack for breaking off big runs. Broke off a 40-yard run in 8 games last year for the UTEP Miners.
Well, there is the Spectrum scoring summary. Spectrum redefining what a cable company can be. Packers have picked it off twice. They've cashed in both times with touchdowns on the 2-1 Rams.
Mike McCarthy also told us earlier, Kevin, the importance of the coverage units tonight. He wanted to look at a lot of these young players, the corners, the linebackers, the running backs, in terms of how they can cover kicks.
Deep back is undrafted Travis Wilson. And bobbled by an upman in that. You know what? It may have been Jamon Brown, but I'm going to have to see that number. Nope.
I think it was Blythe.
It was Austin Blythe, who did not look like a returner.
You should have let somebody else catch it. That hit him right. That hit him in a bad spot. Hit him right in the chest. Boom.
No.
Oh my goodness.
He did a pretty good job though on the
ricochet. He got lucky there. It came right back to him.
He did a pretty good job in retrieving.
Twice as a charm. So hit him in a bad spot right in the hands.
He said, next time, catch it.
You waste your time trying to teach those guys how to catch. Yeah. That's not what they're there for.
Orlovsky's got a timeout, and he begins here at his own 26, first down and 10. They're coming at him with Gilbert. And they dump it off to the running back, Justin Davis. Out of bounds, he is ushered. With a nice play right there by Josh Jones. Jones picks it up, catch and run of about 2 on the play. Jones, out of North Carolina State, second-round pick.
Well, I really like Jones, Kevin. He's going to be a good player for the Packers this season. Started 32 of 38 games. His 3 seasons at NC State. And he took a liking very early on to Morgan Burnett and HaHa Clinton-Dix. He is going to be a physical downhill player like both of those safeties.
Second down and 8. Here's Davis again. Trying to work his way into a Green Bay line. Price among a couple in there on a gain of 3. It has not been a very good offensive night for the Rams, Rich. They've had it, 7 times. They
struggled on third down.
Punted 4 times, got a field goal, had 2 picks on their quarterback.
Can't convert on third down. That's been a problem in the first half so far for the Rams. Just 1 of 8.
Offense and defense doing it for Green Bay. A couple interceptions have led to 2 touchdowns. One by the quarterback on the ground, and Huntley threw a 1-yard touchdown to a rookie running back. At halftime, the Packers 14-3 on the Packers TV network. Lance Allen is downstairs with Mike McCarthy.
We're here with Mike McCarthy. Brett Hundley, 1 rushing touchdown, 1 throwing touchdown. What do you feel like you have in him after this training camp, Mike?
Well, I mean, Brett shows he can make plays both in the pocket and out of the pocket. You know, I mean, offensively, we got to run the ball better. But, you know, Brett's done a good job taking advantage of these 2 turnovers. I mean, really, this first half was set by our defense. I thought our defensive guys did a hell of a job setting up the first 2 scores offensively. Special teams, I really like the ball placement and the coverage unit so far. So a lot of good things so far. Guys making plays, and we got to get some more opportunities for these young players here in the second half.
Mike, thanks for the time, and good luck this season and the regular season as well.
All right, well, thank you, Lance.
All right, Mike McCarthy joining us right here on the Packers TV network. Back to you guys up.
Okay, Lance, thank you very much. Rich Gannon, a 14-point, 2-touchdown first half for the offense and a couple picks for the D.
Yeah, Kevin, the defense has done a nice job getting pressure on Orlovsky. They've done a nice job with the back end, getting their hands on some balls. We talked about through the first 3.5 preseason games. The defense, to me, has really gotten my attention when it comes to the takeaways. Area where they weren't as efficient last year. You look at Brett Hundley, we talked about the comfort level, his ability to extend plays, and a great finish here down the goal line. What they have to do here in the second half, they've got to be able to establish the running game a little bit. The Green Bay running backs have only 14 rushing yards. They've got 49 receiving yards and a touchdown, but they haven't run the ball enough. They haven't gotten enough carries through the first 3.5 games.
Be back to get the second half kickoff for Green Bay will be 5th-round rookie Aaron Jones, Texas El Paso. Second half is underway in the last half of preseason football. He drops it at the 5. That's not what they want to see. He responds pretty well.
But that's what they want to see.
That's what they want to see. You've obviously had a bratwurst at halftime. The third quarter is sponsored by the Wisconsin Dental Association. Look for the sign of a dentist who is committed to professional excellence in your oral health. Visit WDA.org to find a Wisconsin Dental Association dentist near you. Hold on to the ball, young man, but what you showed in response, not too bad.
For a second there, Kevin, I thought we were going to switch roles. I got excited. I was going to try to be the play-by-play. And there he goes!
Well, you can be the play-by-play. There's nothing that says you can't. The quarterback is Taysom Hill, a 27-year-old rookie free agent out of BYU. With the 1st and 10, Jamal Williams, the rookie. And slowed down by Marquis Christian, picking up 5. And he's out to the 34, 35.
And Kevin, Taysom Hill's been a great story this preseason for the Packers. Undrafted rookie quarterback out of Brigham Young. Had a great career there for the Cougars. Talk about a guy that likes to run the football. This kid can really do it.
Incredible athlete. Has had a history of injuries up in the BYU program. 2nd down, 5. Jamal Williams running hard. He picks up 4, close to the first 39-yard line, hit by Trinka Passat. Callahan will come in, we think, in the 4th. He was the guy that made all the fun rookie headlines a season ago because Hundley was injured with an ankle, so Callahan saw all the snaps.
Callahan actually started the preseason last year for the Green Bay Packers. I thought he did a terrific job last preseason. He's bounced around a little bit from practice squad to practice squad. The Packers like him, but I just think Taysom Hill really came in this preseason and took advantage of every snap that he had.
3rd and about 1. Oh, look at Williams, hard running and running well, and he gets the 1st down. Taysom Hill had a 4.440, great verticals. We're talking about Hill, great broad jump, but he struggled to stay healthy. Rich, in 2012, Hill, the quarterback, had a knee, a broken leg, and ankle damage in 14. Liz Frank in 15, and he tore his tricep tendon late last season in his senior year.
Well, he's not one of those quarterbacks, Kevin, that looks to get down and avoid contact. I mean, he's going to stick his nose right in there. He plays like a running back at times.
Williams with the run. And Williams was his backfield teammate at BYU, the 4th-round pick, and he picks up 2 to the sideline and Lance.
Yeah, you saw that Geronimo Allison was taking up the tunnel just before the half, and the word is he's being evaluated for a concussion. Back up to you guys in the booth.
Thank you, Lance.
Can certainly understand that. That was a vicious hit down there on the goal line.
Taysom Hill turned 27 in late August. Served a mission for a couple years, and that's why, with all the injuries and the 2-year mission, he is 27 and a rookie. Oh, nice corkscrew move to get more yardage and hard earned between the tackles by Jamal Williams, who picks up 4. And he's hit inside by Mulumba, former Green Bay Packer.
Well, Jamal Williams played with Taysom Hill at BYU. BYU's all-time leading rusher, 3,900 yards rushing. Played as a true freshman. I like the fact, Kevin, that Jamal Williams played a lot in college. Led the Cougars in rushing all 4 seasons. He's got great size for the position. He's a decisive runner. Not a lot of dancing in the hole. He's going to hit it.
5 straight runs by Green Bay. 3rd down and 4. Hill. Good catch, holding on. Was Emmanuel Byrd.
He's going to be short.
And he was shoved on the play by Nick Grigsby, and you're right. Short after he picks up 3. Short by about a half yard, but they'll leave the offense out there, and they're going to go for it, which I like.
They've done that quite a bit when they've been in these 4th and short situations in the preseason, anywhere near midfield.
I like the way Edgar Bennett has called the game tonight, don't you?
Done a nice job,
yeah.
Kevin. I think that you'll see more of an emphasis now. You got Ripkowski in there. You've seen a bunch of rushes from Jamal Williams. A little bit more emphasis on the running game here in the 2nd half.
Ripkowski, the lead. He gets the 1st down, crashing over the left side and down to the 41-yard line of the Los Angeles Rams on a gain of 4. Running the ball hard is Williams. This is what they want to see from this rookie.
Talked about it, the decisiveness. And watch him finish. Watch him keep churning those legs, fighting for more yards.
John Johnson in there making the stop. The 3rd-round pick out of BC for the defense of Wade Phillips and the Rams. 1st and 10. They like to see game management. They like to see quarterback deportment. They like to see huddle work, and here's a handoff, and it goes to Devontae Mays, and look at these
that's a
rookie
nifty
running
run.
backs. Yeah, that was with a nice cut. Trinket Fasant makes the stop. Gain of 7 right there by Devontae Mays out of Utah State.
Watch this cut. I mean, right there. He's got great vision. I think all of the backs, the rookie backs, Kevin, Jamal Williams, Aaron Jones, Devontae Mays, they all bring a little something different to the party.
Talk to you after this play about huddle deportment, because I know it's big with you, and you thought it was one of the nice things that you did as a quarterback when you were NFL MVP. 2nd down and 3 here. Once again, they give to Mays, and look at him spin his way. He's close to the 1st down with a gain of a couple inside the 31-yard line, hit by Morgan Fox. Huddle deportment is important for these coaches and obviously for the quarterback.
It really is. I mean, it all starts with communication, and I think, you know, these Packer quarterbacks do a great job. They get the play call, obviously, from the sideline. You talk about personnel usage, formations, adjustments, shifts, motions, tips and reminders, alerts. You know, hey, heads up for pressure. If we get a pressure, I'm going to audible to this player. A kill, a check with me. I mean, there's so much information that has to be relayed in the huddle. And then at the line of scrimmage, as you see Taysom Hill here change the play at the line.
1st and 10 Mays. They got the 1st down on the run, but they are running hard right now, and they know they're going to see some time. That's a gain of 5, and he is brought down in the linebacking core. And of course, watching Aaron Rodgers and what he does in his preparation during the week in the quarterback room, watching tape, dissecting what he does during practice. You could not have a better teacher.
No, you can. And, you know, you think about Aaron Rodgers, Kevin, he's been in the very same system for 13 years. I mean, he is a master of it, and he's willing, as we talked about in the past, he's willing to help these young players around him.
Rim Oladay made the stop. Rookie out of Dartmouth, 43 yards on the ground on this drive on that 2nd down and about 4. 2nd down and about 5. Much as he runs over the right side. The second team, Malumba makes the stop. The second team offensive line remains in the game for Green Bay, Rich.
And Kevin, they're playing better. You can really see him coming off the ball. You can see some of those deuce blocks. They're working in tandem. They're getting better push at the point. They're finishing blocks. They're getting up on the 2nd level. And these backs are hitting it.
The reason why the 3rd string quarterback for Green Bay is so important, the 3rd string may be the 2nd string, the backup next year, if indeed Hundley leaves. 3rd down and 4. Taysom Hill. He can do a lot with his legs, as you can see right here, and on the move with the flag thrown. It's incomplete to Malachi Dupree. 7th round pick out of LSU. Last time on this field, he was taken off in a stretcher against Philadelphia after he took a wicked hit.
Holding. Defense. Number 33. 5-yard penalty. Automatic 1st down.
Ole Miss rookie Carlos Davis. Rams, as you can see, have changed the color of those helmets. Have gone old school.
I like the old school look.
I do too.
I grew up watching Roman Gabriel and those terrific players.
Do you know Roman Gabriel once threw an egg 90 yards?
Are you making that up? How about Tommy McDonald?
First and 10. Mays. Head down. Pummels ahead to the 16-yard line.
It's impossible.
Oh, that was Williams, excuse me. That was Jamal Williams. They just made the sub. He picks up on the play about 4.
We talked about the young backs, Kevin, improving in the passing game and their play on special teams, and I've seen it from all of these backs. Williams seems more comfortable as a route runner out of the backfield. I've seen Aaron Jones make a couple nice blocks off the edge. Devontae Mays looks really comfortable coming out of the backfield. We saw him start the game with a nice screen pass from Brett Hundley.
They think Williams is the best pass blocker among the rookies, and there's a little block which was sidestepped, and they come through and make the stop. Mike Purcell is in there with the hit, loss of 5, and they go back to about the 21.
Well, he's going to coaching point there is you don't take a sack in that situation. The tight end is going to come open here. You've got to throw this. You get the look you want. Your first reads to the flat, but if it's not there, give that tight end a chance. In that particular protection, you got to throw the ball away in the flat.
9-minute drive for Green Bay, and rookie free agent quarterback Taysom Hill from BYU. Williams remains. That was, as we mentioned, his running back teammate with the Cougars. And slings a pass, and it's incomplete. There was a hold. They were going for D'Angelo Yancey, a 5th-round rookie out of Purdue.
Did Carlos Davis for the hold. Just panicked at the top. Grabs Yancey. Got turned around.
You think you could throw an egg 90 yards in your prime?
I'm going to try. I'm going to try after the game tonight. I'm going to go down the field, grab a couple of eggs, and see what I got.
Pass interference defense, number 33. Ball will be advanced to the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
It's Carlos Davis again.
It's a couple penalties for him now here in the second half.
Mike told us he was going to watch Michael Clark, Malachi Dupree, Hill, Spriggs, Vogel, and Yancey. He's gotten a pretty good look at a lot of those guys tonight. But they're putting a lot on tape. Mike said they'll come in tomorrow morning at 9, watch the game. May make some cuts, Rich, tomorrow, and then some more on Saturday, he said.
Well, these are tough decisions. So, you sleep on them, you look at that tape, you watch it again in the morning.
1st and goal. Hill gives off to Williams, crashing into the tackle in the linebacking core of Moreeeee. Gain of 3.
I thought the question you asked earlier today of Mike, was there ever a play or situation where, going into the last game, you didn't think a particular player would make it, and all of a sudden, somebody does something incredible, and they wind up making the team. I mean, it's happened in the past. And somebody here tonight could do something that really gets the attention of this coaching staff.
Williams remains. 15th play of the drive, 2nd down and goal. Hill looks poised. Williams to the 6. You can join the NFL family in helping those affected by Hurricane Harvey. Text keyword Harvey to 90999 to donate $10 to the American Red Cross Hurricane Harvey Relief. Your donation enables the Red Cross to respond to and help people recover from this disaster. Please donate today. Help those in need. You can also visit redcross.org/NFL today. Clock is ticking. Long drive. 16th play of the drive coming up. They started back at the Green Bay 30. Hill on the move, lost the ball, scoops it in and goes down at the 10. Casanova McKenzie jumps on him. That pocket was crumbling around him. And the field goal unit will take it.
Talk about the importance of 2 hands on the ball in the pocket. He lets it get away from him. Actually, it bounces off his thigh. He knocks that one out himself.
Well, here's another part of training camp, which has been a story in Green Bay. There's the holder. That's the punter, the rookie free agent Vogel. They just signed Brent Good, who's been with the team since 2008. Crosby, the recipient of a good snap, a good hold, and a 28-yard field goal, the result, and Green Bay tags onto their lead with 3:42 to go. Packers 17-3 over the Rams. An 11-minute, 18-second drive led by rookie free agent Taysom Hill. The teams, the holder, the long snapper, and if they can work together.
Yeah, you bring back a guy like Brett Good, Kevin, how important he is. They had a rookie in here in Derek Hart. You got a rookie punter and a rookie holder, and how that impacts a veteran kicker like Mason Crosby.
This is returnable, and it's out to about the 14-yard line after the 28-yard field goal by Green Bay's Mason Crosby. The return out there for Shippen. 20-yard return. Let's step aside as Taylor makes the stop.
And then the big Lebowski tombstone mustache. Now it's the clean-shaven Aaron Rodgers. And I know you're a Game of Thrones fan, so this training camp, do you feel like you have enough to be the Kings of the North?
That's a great question. It's yet to be seen. I think the exciting thing about this team is there's a lot of potential. There's a lot of young guys who need to step up and play well for us. We have enough veterans that we've added to the mix. The guys have gotten older as the years have passed, who we count on to play big roles for us. So it's going to be fun right out the gates. We got a tough challenge with Seattle. and then a trip to Atlanta.
Aaron, I know that you've said you're in the best shape of your career. Anything different that you did and anything different that you see out of the team and your teammates this year?
I think every year we get a little smarter with our program. Mike does a great job. He's always trying to be in the lead as far as innovation and adapting the schedule. We have an outstanding nutritionist, Adam, who takes care of us and helps us eat right. Everything's changed around here. A lot of times when you're in a place, for me, like my high school or junior college or Cal, you leave and then 10 years later, you can't believe how amazing the facilities are. It's happened when I've been here. I mean, they've done an incredible job of making this a great place for us to have everything we possibly need to be ready to play. So I'm really appreciative of what the organization has done. And, you know, we're all in good shape at this point. It's about getting ready to go out and play next week.
Of course, I got to stick up for my fellow Lance, who was split out far left in Washington. You decided to go to the guy that was split out right, Martellus. But what is that option like for you to decide between those two? And do you see defenses kind of trying to decide?
Well, we'll see. Again, the identity of the offense is going to evolve throughout the season. We'd love to do some more two tight end sets with those guys. I think Richard, though, you know, don't forget about him. He's had a great camp for us. He's done an outstanding job, even with a broken finger. So I'm really proud of him. We got 3 legit tight ends. It's going to be some matchup issues as the season wears on.
Aaron, thanks for the time and continued success.
All right, we'll see you soon.
All right, Aaron Rodgers right here on the Packers TV Network. Kevin, Rich, back up to you guys.
There's our man, Aaron Rodgers. You know, Rich, he has a great appetite for the history of the West Coast offense. He's always asking Mike about Montana and how they coached Favre and how it's evolved.
And that's how he learned, Kevin. He learned the right way, and he's just taking it to another level.
Max McCaffrey is back. Sheds 1. Gets by 2. Gets by a 3rd. And there he is out to the 42. Hard earned. He looks better and better with a 10-yard return and a lot of congestion. Packers on top and 1:56 to play in the 3rd. From Lambeau. In the mid-50s. Feels like fall. Remains the quarterback. It is 1st and 10. Green Bay at their 42. That's the fake there to Aaron Jones. Look at him. Yeah, the 23-yard touchdown run in Washington makes a nice move. He is shifty. Working right around. Linebacking core picks up 13 on the ground. Put him at the 45.
Just 27 rushing yards in the first half. They already have 64 here in the second, and because of plays like this by Taysom Hill. Very dangerous once he gets outside the pocket.
2 tight ends. Green Bay. 1st and 10. Hundley's at a 13-yard touchdown run. Jones a 1-yard touchdown lob from Hundley. 1st and 10. Running back is Aaron Jones. Hard down to the 42-yard line. Rich, Aaron Rodgers has 3 more years remaining on his contract. At that time, he'll be 36. He wants to play to at least 40 like Brady, and Breeze is aiming at that as well. Is it too early to start talking about extension for Aaron Rodgers?
I don't know. I just saw Matthew Stafford get paid, Kevin. You see what Joe Flacco's making in Baltimore, Stafford in Detroit. Whatever Aaron Rodgers is making, it's not enough. I mean, and I'm not even his agent. I mean, if Stafford's making $25 million, Aaron Rodgers should make $50 million.
Hill gets away from the Malumba pressure. Flag is thrown close to the 1st. Brought down by Casey Sales.
But in all seriousness, I mean, Aaron's always been a team guy. I think sometimes guys like Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Kevin, they get good contracts, but they...
Illegal use of the hands, defense, number 47. That 5-yard penalty will be added to the results of the play. Automatic, 1st down.
Evan Peterson.
But they're unselfish players. They'll structure their contract in a way that allows the organization to go out and continue to sign good players around them. And I just think that's always the way Aaron's done it. But you just look what he's meant to this organization. And look at that production and consistency, Ken. I don't think he threw an interception in the last 7 games of the season. 40 touchdowns and 7 picks. I mean, and look at the completion percentage. And remember, they got off to a slow start in the passing game. He had some injuries early.
Well, the 1st and 10. He'll be the first quarterback in pro football history to surpass 300 touchdowns as a flag is thrown. 300 touchdown passes before he hits 100 interceptions. We know he has a career 104 quarterback rating. That's the highest of all time.
And Kevin, it seems like he gets better every year.
Play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, the offense, number 74. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced from the dead ball spot, and the down counts. Second down.
Big Jeff, great. Richie said he took some time off from throwing this past offseason. Normally he would go right into it. He took some time off to rest his arm and shoulder.
People made a big deal about it. You got to listen to your bodies. As you get older, you train differently. You train smarter. I think Aaron's done that. I think he's, you look at him physically, Kevin, he looks bigger. He looks stronger. His diet is important to him and what he puts into his system. I don't think he moves so much better than what he did when he came out of college.
That's the end of the third quarter.
He's only 3 touchdown passes away from 300. Two-time MVP at the end of 3. Packers on top. Brown having a touchdown run of 13 by Hundley. 1-yard touchdown toss Hundley to the running back Aaron Jones. 28-yard field goal. It's second down and 23 for Taysom Hill. Make it Callahan, who's just checked in. And the handoff. No, this is Hill who's still in. And this is a nice run. Shedding tacklers. Aaron Jones. So Hill goes into the fourth quarter, which is a surprise. That's a beautiful run of 25. Jones may be making the team tonight with this performance. Mays makes the stop.
I mean, just look at that Hill. Look at that hole open up inside. I mean, that's a great looking hole. And of course, you just watch the ability to see out in front of runs and finish runs. It's a good-looking run by the rookie.
Thomas Evans had a nice block, too, on that offensive line for Green Bay. It's 1st and 10. Jones stoned and spins. Hops and skips his way. A couple late flags thrown in there as he got down to the 18-yard line. Probably should have lost a couple. Picks up 2. There's some nifty footwork there for Aaron Jones.
Illegal block in the back. Offense, number 19. 10-yard penalty remains first down.
And that is Malachi Dupree.
I think that came after Jones spun out and went back the other direction.
Khalif Phillips will take the place of Jones right now. Jones looks good. Running backs look good, Rich. All
yeah,
of
they
them.
do, and I think it's good, Kevin. They're getting some touches here in the second half. There haven't been enough opportunities for the rookie running backs for the first 3 games.
Taysom Hill remains. We were told fourth quarter they would put in Callahan, but the drive began with Hill late in the third. They keep him in there. They are intrigued. 1st and 18. Screen pass. Phillips.
That's a good looking tackle.
Bended on the play. That was a good looking tackle, and it was performed by John Johnson. Oh, I think he got a stinger too.
He came flying in there.
Gain of a yard.
He's going to stay out there.
John Johnson, a 3rd-round pick and a rookie out of Boston College.
Speaking of rookie running backs, Kevin, that Lee Phillips, we haven't talked enough about him.
No. He's making his presence felt, but whether there's enough room. Cut Williams standback this week. 2nd down, 17 outside to the tight end, Aaron Peck. And the rookie free agent from Fresno State knocked out of bounds by Nick Grisby out of Pitt. 2-yard gain. Put him at the 25.
You wonder what the Packers will do at the quarterback position, Kevin. Will they keep 3 quarterbacks?
What do you think?
I think they'll keep 2. That's my guess. I think they feel real comfortable with Aaron, obviously. But Brett Hundley's had a terrific preseason. I think they go with 2 quarterbacks. And if they can, they try and keep this guy right here, Taysom Hill.
They need the 10, 3rd and 15. Hill got away, finds the receiver. Tight end, Peck, touchdown. What a play. '25-yard touchdown pass by the elusive quarterback Taysom Hill to a wide-open tight end Aaron Peck.
It's a nice job by Hill. Watch him step up inside, slide, keep the ball in a throwing position, and find Peck in the back of the end zone. he's really impressed me this preseason, Kevin. Here's a guy that was a long shot to make this team, may still make this team. If not, you have to assume that the Packers would do everything they possibly can to keep Taysom Hill on the practice squad.
Packer quarterbacks have thrown 2 touchdown passes. They've had a rushing touchdown by Hundley. And this one, off balance across his body, 25 yards right on the screws. The clean pocket, don't they?
They rep it every day, Kevin. You're right. They spend so much more time working and practicing on non-rhythm throws, because that's really the reality of our game. I mean, rarely do you get a chance to have a clean pocket, sit back there in rhythm. You have to be able to make plays on the fly.
Crosby shipping from the 5. Nice blocking and tackled on the play by, there's a flag thrown by one of the rookie running backs, Devontae Mays, who's had a very good game. Flag is down at the 21. Yeah, they work almost on off-rhythm plays as much as they do rhythm plays, these quarterbacks, Rich.
Yeah, you have to be able to throw the ball accurately on the move, whether it's to your right or to your left. And these Packer quarterbacks make it look easy.
Personal foul, blocking below the waist, kicking team, number 28. That 15-yard penalty will be added to the results of the play. First down.
Let's go downstairs to once again a very busy Lance Allen.
All right, thank you very much, Kevin. We're here with Ty Montgomery, who's now a running back. So, Ty, is it more about touches or carries for you this year?
It doesn't matter. As long as we put the ball in the end zone as an offense, we'll be winning football games.
I like the fact that they've been a little bit secretive about your role, but it's not like you've forgotten how to line up in the slot or outside or anything like that. They're going to use you in a lot of different ways, I would assume, this year.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume so. And it's no secret. I kept the number. People know that I came from the wide receiver position, so I think people know what I'm capable of.
And the final thing is, we talked about it before, the number 88. It's not like all of a sudden it's a mystery or whatever, but are you surprised at how many people are just saying, why did he keep number 88?
At this point, yeah, I guess maybe. But, I get it. It's different. But, I think I made myself pretty clear about that.
and I think basically they're going to stop you no matter what number you wear out there, right?
Exactly. No matter what the number is, the point of the defense is to try to stop the offense. So, I'll do it wearing number 88.
Well, good luck this season. Good luck the rest of the way.
All right, thank you.
Ty Montgomery joining us right here on the Packers TV Network. Kevin and Rich.
Got it, Lance. Thank you. 1st and 5 with that penalty. Lopsky remains in the game. Running back is Justin Davis, the rookie free agent out of USC, and the handoff. A nice block. The thing about Ty Montgomery, there are different, you can explain this, there's a different way to train and get your body physically ready as a wide receiver as opposed to train and getting it ready as an NFL running back.
You've got to really get used to the pounding, running that ball inside between the tackles. It's a physical game. You're getting hit just about every play. There's a lot of different training that goes on in the weight room, Kevin, as you mentioned. I think he's put on some weight. I think he looks stronger. I think he looks much more comfortable in the offense. This offseason was important for Ty Montgomery.
I think at this time last year, he was a wide receiver. Don Lacey starts as off the roster, handoff. Nice run, big hole. Justin Davis again into Packer territory to the 46, and brought down on the play by David Talley on a gain of 10. And Josh Jones. So there is a look from the shotgun, Ty Montgomery.
I think they're going to move him all around, Kevin, in the
too.
offense. I mean, he's still a very good route runner. He's obviously got history and training as a receiver. It's a very natural thing for him. I think he's become more comfortable blocking out of the backfield position.
He concedes he needed to improve that. Orlovsky on the move, and that's caught by the tight end Johnny Munt, who is a rookie out of Oregon, and he picks up 6 yards on the play. Hit on the play by Jones. Green Bay, there is no doubt what they look for in these corners. They want long bodies, long arms, fast. They want guys that are 6'1", 6'2". You can look right down the line. They're 6 foot or taller.
Yeah, they want guys who show up, Kevin, and run support and are physical. And I think they have a bunch of them in that secondary. Guys that don't mind playing down around the line of scrimmage. They don't mind doing the dirty work.
2nd down 4. Davis again takes it in. So listen to this, Rich. They've got the size of these guys. House is 6'1", Gunter 6'2", King 6'3". Those are the cornerbacks. The safeties, Burnett 6'1", Clinton Dix 6'1", Jones 6'2". Long arms, the reach, the length, jamming those receivers at the line of scrimmage.
And they're some of them, you think they're linebackers. I mean, they're built that way. I think you look at Clinton-Dix, you look at Morgan Burnett, Kevin. These are guys that can play at all three levels of defense, but they're comfortable playing down around the line of scrimmage. As you see these safeties start creeping and coming more and more often.
Good point, good call. 3rd and 2, and Ivan for the ball, wrestling it in. Travis Wilson picks up 4 as he works on the linebacker, David Talley.
They are so loaded at the safety position. We talked about Burnett and Clinton-Dix, Josh Jones, Kentrell Bryce, Marwin Evans, Whitehead, Aaron Taylor. I mean, they've all made plays this preseason.
You concerned about Devon House? We saw at halftime with Rod Brooks, but he
did play a couple snaps in the first half. It was good for him to get out there, Kevin. I think he's got plenty of time to be ready for week 1. I think he's going to be their best corner.
He was injured August 5th with a hamstring. Orlovsky go outside. There's Brandon Shippen. Tackled on the play at about the 30-yard line. Hit by a ton. Donatello Brown was out there again. Gain of 5 for the Rams.
I think Devon House is thrilled to be back here in Green Bay.
He
kind of went to the dark side for a while down there in Jacksonville. I mean, he must have thought he died and went to heaven. I mean, he played with Blake Bortles, and now he's playing with Aaron Rodgers. I mean, Kevin, you're a professional player. You want to go somewhere where you have a chance to win championships. You had no chance to win a championship down there in Jacksonville.
There's no doubt they revamped the secondary. House re-signed, drafted King and Jones in the 2nd round. Ted Thompson had his eye on defense. Jones, 27, jumping right there. They let the play continue. 2nd down and 5. Davis. Nice slippery. Get him. Bringing him down on that play. After a gain of 8, Batuli Nasamoa.
This is bad football. Why would you run the ball into an 8-man front? I mean, you've got no chance. And this has got to get cleaned up. You've got a veteran quarterback like Dan Orlovsky who should know better. That play had no chance from the start.
This is our Sean McVay. First time he's ever been a head coach at any level. With a run right here on 1st and 10. Sean McVay, you know this, Rich. His grandfather was John McVay. He was the director of football operations for the San Francisco 49ers and a part of 5 Super Bowl teams with San Francisco.
He grew up around the game, and he's earned it, Kevin. He didn't come into the league with a silver spoon in his mouth. He had to work for every opportunity. Jay Gruden hated to lose him in Washington. He did a great job with the Redskins and with Kirk Cousins and the development there, calling plays, working alongside Jay Gruden. I think it was a great get for the LA Rams.
2nd down 8. Nice spinning catch right here by Johnny Munt, who munts his way into the end zone. Rookie out of Oregon with an 18-yard catch and run, a twirling move and a nice throw, and missed tackle there by Jones and by Pringle.
Look at the strength of Johnny Munt here. I mean, this is Jones coming in. There's a good tackler, and he just shakes him off. Good looking play by Munt.
You know, Rich, we've been talking since game 1 when the tackling was so bad. The Packers have done a better job tackling Washington last week in Denver, but that was not a good display.
Wrapping up, it was a point of emphasis, and Josh Jones didn't come down under control and just missed that tackle.
So an 18-yard touchdown pass. Kick is away and good. Extra point, 24-10. 4th quarter clock at 6:42. Can be 18-yard touchdown pass to rookie tight end Johnny Munt out of Oregon. And Travis Coons, who knocked in that extra point, who has not played in the NFL since 2015, will kick it off here. Aaron Jones back. Boy, the rookie running backs have been on display for the Packers tonight. He'll return it from the 1. Head of steam. And up to the 21. 20-yard return. 6.5 to go. New quarterback for the Packers will be Joe Callahan when we come back to Lambeau. thousands. You can also visit redcross.org/NFL today. New quarterback Joe Callahan. With a handoff here to Khalif Phillips, who continues to dig and takes it past the 25 and picks up 6 the hard way. Well, Joe Callahan, Rich.
Well, he was the big story last year, Kevin, during the preseason. Got a chance to play a lot because of the injury to Brett Hundley, and really took advantage of his opportunity. Stuck around, was on the practice squad, was picked up by New Orleans, was on their practice squad, kind of bounced around, came back here late in the year. Was a part of the Packers practice squad, and then was activated late in the season. But this year didn't get off to a great start. Pressed a little bit in some games, made some mistakes.
With a 2nd and 4 here. Boy, no place to run, no place to hide. Big play turned in by Casey Sales, a rookie out of Ohio. On the run by Phillips. Losing 4, 3rd and 8.
Sales just split the gap, and good alert play there in the backfield. But getting back to Callahan, Kevin, it just, you know, sometimes it comes down to opportunities. Didn't get a ton of them, but when he had the opportunity, didn't make the most of it. You know, wasn't able to move the team, wasn't able to score points.
3rd down 8. Bad snap. Callahan gets it and he throws to McCaffrey. He had more white jerseys around him than most, and he still caught it. In fact, he kind of plucked it out of the air, picks up 5. I'll be shy of the first. He's out to the 28, hit by Kevin Peterson. They'll punt again. So tonight, Vogel has had hang times of 5.07, 5.09, 4.84, 5.28. This will be his first punt of the 2nd half. I think he has sewn up the punter's job.
He's had a really good night, Kevin. He needed to have a good night, and I think he answered a lot of their questions. Another good one.
Beauty. Hangs deep and picked up downfield by Ryan. See, it gives your coverage guys a chance to get him. Hang time 4.84. Pipkins thinks he's gone in. The ball is down at the 14. Up slowly that time is Kentrell Bryce. That was a 55-yard punt. Hang time. They want 4-5 on the hang time. They've gotten that and then some tonight. Justin Vogel is prohibited. Our game tonight is not only on the Packer Network, one of the largest in the National Football League in preseason, but on NFL Network. And back to pass Orlovsky. Spinning catch made. Sam Rogers, a rookie out of Virginia Tech, takes it up near the 28-yard line. And hit on the play by Rayshon Pringle. Gain of 12 on the play. This gives us a chance to thank our terrific crew while we get the final couple minutes here. Our executive producer is Carl Mall. Carl handles the Packer Radio Network, the Milwaukee Brewers Radio Network, the Green Bay Packers TV preseason network, and everything in between. Carl Mall with a great job, our executive producer. It is 1st and 10. Orlovsky, quick slant, incomplete. K.D. Cannon out of Baylor could not hold on. Let's go downstairs to Lance.
All right, thank you very much, Kevin. We're here with the new right guard, Jaree Evans. Jaree, they say the offensive line is like 5 fingers on a hand. Here comes David Bakhtiari. Here comes Corey Lindsley. And here comes Lane Taylor. You can see these guys coming from a mile away, can't you?
Right on cue. Yeah, man. We're like 5, 6 guys, you know, 6 movable parts in one body, but yeah.
You know what's kind of funny is most of these guys I interview on the sideline, they had their time. You're the new guy. You should get more airtime, man.
Hey, you know, I appreciate all the airtime I'm getting now. You know what I mean? So I'm getting a lot more than usual than I'm normally used to, but it's good when the big guys aren't on there. Normally when we're on there, we're doing something wrong.
And I liked what I saw out of Washington where you were cleaning the pile off.
Go Pack! Yeah, you know, try to get a couple extra yards, you know, push those guys through. You know, it all helps. They got guys coming and trying to hit them from every angle, so we can get out there, add a couple more bodies in there. It always works in our favor.
Anything else you want to say about these guys behind you that are photobombing you?
You can see it's never a dull moment. We like to have fun. These guys keep me young, though.
You guys got anything? You got anything at this point?
Oh, you guys have an interview? Oh, just cheering on the team.
Jerry, thanks for the time.
Appreciate it, man. No doubt.
All right, right here on the Packers TV network. You never know what's going to happen, Kevin and Rich.
I know it. That's the guy taking the place of Pro Bowler T.J. Lang at the right guard. 34-year-old Jerry Evans, who blocked for Drew Brees in New Orleans. Orlovsky almost picked off. Almost picked off on the play by Daquan Holmes out of American International. Orlovsky's already thrown 2 picks tonight.
Well, we had a chance to get his name in the paper, didn't he, Kevin?
He did, yeah.
I mean, this could have been a pick 6. Again, Orlovsky never sees him. He's sitting right there, ready to jump McRoberts. Could have been a house call.
We like that. House call.
The coach said it to me one time. You want to get your name in the paper and score a touchdown? Drop interception.
Taking it to the house, a house call. Here comes Coons to punt. He also kicks. And he sails that downfield to McCaffrey, and that ball is going to roll out of bounds at about the 12. Well placed. I'd like to thank some of the rest of our crew for this preseason. Peter Rudman, who handles some of the production of the Chicago Cubs. And he's been our producer all season long. Doug Brown, who works for the Big Ten, is our director. Rick Rietvrock does about everything. I don't want to limit him to any one thing. He does about everything. And the rest of our terrific crew, our spotter, Quinn Brennan, who will be with us on our CBS broadcast this fall and on Monday Night Football. Ethan Cooperson, who is our statistician from Stats Inc. in Chicago. Lucky to have all these great pros working with us in our preseason. Callahan 1st and 10. Mays with a couple.
Well, Kevin, I think the big story to come out of this night, again, the continued development at the quarterback position. I think we look at Taysom Hill. He's really helped himself with the running backs. I think it was important. Mike McCarthy talked really all preseason about making sure these young running backs get some carries. And we saw a lot of Aaron Jones tonight, Devontae Mays, Jamal Williams. I think all look good against the Rams.
It's a 2nd down and 8. And into the thicket there, they send the rookie running back, Devontae Mays. So, Rich, they've had an injury-free training camp. Mike McCarthy feels the team is ascending. He says right now he's got to get to 53, as we know. He says he's at about 57. But I think tonight, and I think he just touched on it, it's going to help him gain some clarity. He and Ted Thompson have got some big decisions to make over the next 24, 36 hours.
They'll head right back upstairs right after the game, and they'll start breaking down this film. They'll start watching the game independently of one another. They'll get together in the morning. They'll get together with the staff and really try and make what we know are going to be a lot of difficult decisions for the Packers.
It's the 2-minute warning on the Green Bay. We're at the 2-minute warning. It is 3rd down and 9 for the Packers, who have a substantial lead here over the Los Angeles Rams. Joe Callahan blitzes on, got away, sidearm throw, hauled in by Phillips. What a play by Callahan. And that is what he can do so well. They're shy of the 1st.
Nice move by Callahan.
They only picked up 4. They'll send the punting unit out there.
Talk about thinking quick on your feet. Good spin out move. Good alert throw. Avoids the sack. And that's what we saw from. We saw a lot of that from Joe Callahan last preseason. He's a talented player, yes. Kevin. He can play in this league. It's a tough team to make right now.
Justin Vogel will punt again. Both Ram punt returns tonight have gone for negative yardage. This is going to bounce and be returned a bit. Picked up by Shakir Ryan. Out of bounds. Near midfield, and watch out. Yep, Gunter. Unnecessary. 49-yard punt with a good, sizable, generous roll. 13-yard return, and Ladarius is going to pick that up, and Mike is not going to like that. Gunter had an interception earlier in the game, as did Donatello Brown. Gunner also had a sack tonight, too. He played hard. That one right there probably will not be on his highlight list as they continue to discuss.
There were 2 fouls on the play. During the kick, holding against the kicking team, number 16. That penalty is declined. After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 93. That penalty is enforced 15 yards, automatic first down.
Double
Correction.
whammy.
The first foul was illegal use of the hands, not offensive holding.
Well, we want to wish the very best to a person who's been with our broadcast for a couple of years here, Jay Galloway. And she is one of the nicest people you meet and one of the most talented. She is headed to Fighting Irish Media, the University of Notre Dame. After tonight, she goes there, and she'll help that terrific university and all the athletic events she'll cover for the school. We wish her the very, very best and thank her for great service. As you take a look at the upcoming schedule, and everybody talking about that late start, September 10th in Lambeau against Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. First down and 10. Orlovsky remains. Aaron Green in the backfield with the jump and the cutting. And they get the tackle with Josh Letuli Asamoah. It's a gain of 3.
Let's take a closer look at the schedule, Kevin. I think the good news is 3 of the first 4 at home here at Lambeau. They start tough start with 2 playoff teams from a season ago from the NFC, Seattle at Atlanta on a Sunday night. Cincinnati's got a good defense. They got the Bears on a Thursday night. And then they've got to go on the road back-to-back weeks to Dallas, the Minnesota Vikings. You see Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints, and then they get their bye. I think the bye certainly comes at a good time after those first 7 games.
Run by Green, second down, 7. Missed tackle on the play by Daquan Holmes, and he's run out of bounds by a handful, including Aaron Taylor and others, and he picks up about 3 right there. Look at Aaron.
Aaron's ready for the game to be over. Aaron's ready for the regular season.
He is.
He's chomping at the bit.
I ran into him on the streets in Denver last week, and he was going out to just take a walk.
Incognito.
Incognito. And he looked about as happy as ever. And he's always a happy guy, but he looked about as happy and content as I can recall.
I think he's excited about the additions that they've made at tight end. I think they've got a great receiving core. I think the concern that I have right now offensively, Kevin, they've got to get healthy up front, and they've got to be able to run the football this year with Ty Montgomery and those young backs.
I think it's going to be an exciting season, Rich. We'll step aside. Green Bay has won 24-10 over the Los Angeles Rams to finish the